how to choose things that will sell and make money quickly, finding a route to market. Hopefully, your mind is now starting to race as you recognize all of the possible methods available to you to earn money online, even as a busy professional. But there is a difference between setting up a business quickly and setting up a business that will be successful quickly. And this is where your knowledge as a business professional will come in handy. Using your existing experience and understanding, you should be uniquely poised to be able to create an online business model that earns money quickly, and hopefully you will stand a better chance than most people when it comes to understanding the systems in place and tweaking them to get better results. Ultimately, if you're looking to make a profit quickly, then you need to consider two crucial factors more than any others: the type of product that you're going to sell and the niche or audience that you're selling in. The objective is to find the right product and then match it to the right audience. Or put it another way, solve a specific problem for a specific person. By getting this right, you can make life much easier for yourself. Picking the niche. The first thing you need to do, whether selling a digital product, a physical product, or a service, is to find your niche. Niche in this context is internet marketing jargon meaning industry. By picking your niche, you are picking the subject matter that you're going to be dealing with, and therefore the kind of customer that you're going to be selling to. The obvious choice here is to pick one of the most popular niches that most other internet marketers will also be promoting products to. By far, the biggest internet marketing niches for selling products are making money online, dating, fitness, health, business, and lifestyle. These are popular niches because they have a global appeal. Only some people like cats, and only some people are into rowing. But everyone wants to be healthier, everyone wants love or sex, and everyone wants to earn money. By choosing one of these niches, you are giving yourself the biggest possible audience, and therefore, giving yourself the best possible chance of success. Or are you? Because as well as giving yourself the biggest possible audience this way, you are also giving yourself the most possible competition. These are the most popular niches, as we have already established, and as such they are filled with the most sellers, all selling alternative products that are just as good as yours or better. Not only that, but you're also giving yourself zero focused and no direct routes to market. Where would you even begin to promote a product on fitness or on dating? There are so many other sites going up against you, and the audience has been completely saturated with offers, products, and deals. Now let's reconsider rowing. Sell an ebook on rowing, and now you have a much more targeted niche with specific direct routes to market. Head to a forum or social media group on the topic of rowing, and what you'll find is that there are probably a few hundred or 1,000 people here, and all of them are passionate about that subject. Better yet, they probably very rarely get people trying to sell them books on that subject because it's much more niche. There's a demand here. Chances are that they'd love to know how to get better at their chosen sport and hobby. And if your book can do that for them and they haven't read anything like it before, then promoting said book in this form might just lead to sales. Then you can think about all the other routes to market that are available. How about a rowing website, a rowing magazine, even a rowing club? What about a college that has an active rowing club? All of these are possible places where you can promote your book and start making sales. A popular alternative choice is to pick a specific industry. How about the stage lighting industry? Or the food truck industry? There are thousands of people in these industries that could benefit from more information, and if you can sell them something to help them, then you can stand to make a lot of money. Because they should earn money by buying your book, they will probably see it as an investment and won't mind parting with the cash. Once again, you are solving a specific problem for a specific person. When thinking about what niche to go into, always consider your existing opportunities, contacts, and resources. Most of us know people who have some kind of influence, and most of us have certain resources already available to us. It makes sense to make the most of those resources, and once again, this way, you are making life easier for yourself and finding the fastest way to start making money from internet marketing as a business professional. For example, if you have a blog already all about martial arts, then you can always make an ebook or buy an ebook on that subject. You already have the audience to sell to, so it's a no-brainer. The same goes for if you happen to be a martial arts instructor. And it goes for if you happen to be best friends with someone who owns a martial arts site. Make life as easy for yourself as possible. Merging niches. You might find it hard to pick a small niche with a smaller audience. Perhaps it goes against your natural intuition to pick the biggest and most popular subjects. That's normal and to be expected. One solution then might be to merge niches and to turn multiple subject matters into one subject matter. For example, you can combine something like martial arts and fitness easily by making your book a book on fitness for martial artists. Or how about fitness for students? In this way, you're honing in on a smaller subsection of a larger niche, and that way, appealing to a more specific market while still having that global appeal. This is actually a very effective way to maximize your potential earning through something like a PLR product. Buy a generic ebook on fitness and then simply alter the content slightly to turn it into an ebook on fitness for students, for martial artists, for the elderly, for diabetics. This way you can quickly start marketing it in multiple different areas and potentially maximize your earnings. Choosing products with a value proposition. What's also very important is that you understand why it is that certain things sell and other things do not. It's not enough to choose a product that is in the right niche. You also need to make sure it has that wow factor that will help it to sell. There's a fair bit you can learn about sales pages, but one of the most important things you need to understand before you start trying to profit is how to use the value proposition. This simply refers to the way in which your product provides value to your audience. A good product should in some way improve the lives of your audience, and that will make it worth more than the sum of its parts. If you're selling a fitness ebook then, you mustn't focus on how many pages it has or how beautiful the images are. In fact, you shouldn't even focus how good it is at helping people to lose weight and build muscle. Instead, you focus on the emotional aspect, the value proposition. You tell the buyer how they will feel when they love their own body, when they feel confident to look in the mirror, when they're more effective at attracting members of the opposite sex, and when they become ill less often. That's the inherent value. Something like a fitness ebook can sell for much more than something like a gardening ebook for this very reason. The value is inherently greater and has more of an emotional hook. Look for products that you can really get people to want. How to use Facebook ads and Google AdSense for quick profit. Whatever the kind of product you are selling and whoever you are selling it to, you are now going to want to drive as many visitors to your sales page as possible. One way you can do this is by posting messages in forums and in social media groups as we've seen. Another way is by leveraging your existing contacts. These are two basic aspects of internet marketing. However, they are both also limited. After a short amount of time you exhaust your contacts, and you have to be very careful posting in forums and groups in case you get banned. Tip: make sure you are also providing value and taking part in the community. That way people will be more forgiving if you also promote your own things on occasion. If you want to make a bigger splash and get involved in internet marketing properly, then you might consider using social media marketing, or SEO. We'll talk about both of these things in future videos, but suffice to say that both aspects take a certain amount of time and knowledge. Seeing as we're focused on making quick money online using simple business models, we're less interested in that. But perhaps the most powerful, fast way to make money from any of these business models is to promote your pages via AdSense or Facebook ads. An introduction to Facebook ads and how to do it right. Let's start with Facebook ads. As mentioned, Facebook ads are a form of PPC marketing, meaning you only pay when someone clicks on one of your ads. As you might have guessed, Facebook ads will appear on Facebook, thereby giving you the opportunity to advertise to anyone who uses the social media platform. You get to decide what the most you're willing to pay for an ad click by setting what is called the maximum bid. Each time two ads are suitable for a single position, they will enter into an automated bidding war, and if your maximum bid is highest, your ad will show. The more you pay, the more often your ad will show. You can show ads a lot for a low price if you pick a smaller niche with less competition. Another reason not to pick fitness if you want to make money fast. You can also set a daily budget, so after a certain amount of clicks at 20 cents each, you'll stop showing your ads for that day. This makes it very easy to set yourself a specific budget and to avoid spending too much. What makes Facebook ads so powerful, though, is the fact that you can use them to target specific people based on the information that they give to Facebook, their age, their sex, their location, as well as their interests, their relationship status, and even their income. Seeing as you're paying for each click, you need to make sure that people only click the ads if they're interested in potentially buying from you. Therefore, you want to make sure that only the right kind of person sees your advert. So if you were selling an ebook on planning a wedding, for instance, then you could choose to show ads only to women who are engaged. This way, there will be a much higher chance of them being interested in your books. Now, if you keep the maximum bid relatively low, then you can show that you're not paying more than 50 cents per visit for people landing on your page, and that all those visits will be from engaged women. If you sell an affiliate ebook for $100 and keep 75 of that, then you can afford to pay for 150 visitors and only make one sale. If your sales script is good, which you might not have written, and the product is enticing and correctly priced, then you can very realistically expect to get a conversion rate of anywhere from 1 to 5%. This means that you should make all the money you spend on marketing back and then some. And in theory, this means that you can keep investing more and more into more and more ads and thereby keep increasing your revenue. Or alternatively, you could invest in ads for more ebooks and that way scale your business. The best thing about engaged women as a target demographic is that the market never runs out. New women are getting engaged all the time, so you'll never reach the point where every potential buyer has seen your advert. Facebook ads are also great because they provide a large amount of data to help you tweak and refine your adverts to the point where you're getting higher profits and better conversions. An introduction to Google AdWords. Google AdWords is essentially the same thing, except the ads are on Google. The difference is that this time, you are now paying for ads to appear at the top of certain search results under the heading Sponsored Results. Otherwise, the system works on a similar PPC basis. This has pros and cons. On the one hand, you can't as precisely target the type of person that is looking for your product. For example, you can't choose to only show it to engaged women. But what you can do is to show your product to people who are searching for how to plan a wedding. This has the benefit of being targeted while also being well-timed. Your audience is not only likely to want to learn about wedding planning, but they're actively looking for information. Google AdWords provides many more tools for refining and enhancing your campaign, which we won't go into detail here. But one example is the option to use negative keywords, terms that you want to exclude people from seeing your ads. For example, you can make sure that no one includes the term free, as those people are unlikely to be willing to pay for your products. Another tip, regardless of which type of PPC you use, is to consider acknowledging that your product is paid right in your advertising text. You can even include the price by saying $30 ebook on wedding planning. You will prevent people from clicking the ad unless they're willing, at least in theory, to pay that much for an ebook. Suddenly, the likelihood of that person buying from you once they land in your sales page will go up. The percentage of people who click the ads and then buy from you should have gone up significantly, and as such, you should be earning a lot more. Once again, it simply requires a business mind in order to start making money online quickly using internet marketing. How to quickly profit from a big blog using the best growth hacks. Part 1. Perhaps selling products that other people made was not what you had in mind when you heard about internet marketing. Perhaps you have aspirations of being a successful blogger. Or maybe your plan is to use internet marketing to create a successful blog or website for your existing brand. So how exactly does a blog make money? And how can you get on that gravy train? As we briefly alluded to earlier in this training, the answer is that it makes money by building an audience, and more specifically, a targeted audience. Hopefully, you're now already seeing all the ways that you can make money from an audience once you have it. If you have a successful blog, then you can quickly start to make lots of money from the readers of the blog by using any of the aforementioned business models. Sell them a PLR product, sell them affiliate products, sell lots of affiliate products, or use it in order to promote a service. The best thing about this, though, is that running a blog will also allow you to develop a relationship with that audience and to help them get to know you. If they are regularly reading your advice and ideas, then they should have first-hand experience of just how knowledgeable you are and how useful your advice can be for them. Thus, when you come to sell something to them, they will be primed. When you get to that stage, you are a thought leader, and you'll even find that other brands will want to promote their products through you. This is where people will start to pay you to promote their products, or where you can start getting paid to display PPC advertising. If you run a business already, then you should consider making it your aim to get to this point. Once there, you'll find that a lot more people get to learn about your business and will trust you enough to buy from you. This is the basis of content marketing, one of the most powerful and important types of internet marketing. Why you should always sell and never display ads. Building a huge audience takes time though. If you're looking for the fastest way to start earning money online and only investing a small amount of your time each week, then creating a blog is not it. Blogs with thousands of daily views are either lucky or they took a while to get to that point. This makes it folly to try and set up an online business and make money purely from PPC, because that's a strategy that a lot of first-timers will try to use. Google AdSense is just like AdWords, except it goes onto websites like yours. People will be willing to pay 20 or 50 cents to show their ads on sites like yours, and Google will help them do that for their share. You might get 10 cents for each click, or you might even get 1 cent or 0.01 cent in some cases. And what's more is that for every 1,000 people who land on your site, you can realistically expect to get 1 to 5 clicks. The point is that it will take you a long time to reach a point where you can make a living from this kind of business model alone. And more important to consider is that when you use this kind of business model, you are positioning yourself at the bottom of the pyramid. Google is paying you to show those ads because an advertiser is paying them more. And that advertiser is only willing to pay Google more because they have a way to earn more from those visitors. Chances are that they're selling them a digital product for several $100s, and you're earning a few cents. If they weren't earning more from those visitors, then they wouldn't be willing to pay you for them. And each time someone clicks on one of those ads, you are losing them as a customer and sending them away from your brand. This is the opposite of good business. Selling your own brand or an affiliate product or service is by far the superior way to earn and to keep people engaged with your brand. Building trust and offering value. So you already have a business, and now you want to add a blog to your website. Or perhaps you're just looking to build your own site so that you can sell a product or service. Unfortunately, here is where a business mind can actually be a bad thing. Because a lot of people think that in order to run a successful business blog to promote a product or service, they have to stay strictly on topic. The same goes for social media. They think they need to write posts about their business, about their product, and about the industry. I've encountered this countless of times. One client I work with had an EPOS software, electronic point of sale, and I suggested they write posts about small businesses, about productivity, and about technology. But they only wanted to write about how EPOS software could save businesses money. Now here's the question you always need to ask. Who is really going to read that? If all you're doing is blatantly promoting your own product or brand, then who is going to want to tune in every day to see what latest thing you're writing about? Instead, you need to ensure you're providing value. You need to give some useful or entertaining information away for free so that people have a reason to keep coming back. Only by doing this can you create an interested audience that you will then be able to sell to. So the best way to be successful with a blog is to write about things that your audience will be interested in. Be consistent and be passionate, and only plug your products and services when the time is right. This will help you to get shares, to find people subscribing to your blog, and more.